It's morphin' time. Pterodactyl. Hi there, this is Datila with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you the It's Wrestling Time post show. And for tonight, I will be reviewing AEW Dynamite. Alrighty then, so AEW Dynamite kicked off with the banger of CM Punk versus Dax Harwood. Wow, this was a great way to kick off the match. This was CM Punk's first match since AEW Revolution, and the crowd was behind CM Punk. They kept chanting CM Punk. CM Punk. I should have worn my CM Punk shirt for this. And Dax Harwood got booed. All right. So I actually kind of like, so during this match, the Gun Club, who was in the crowd minus Billy Gunn, they actually made contact with FTR. So I actually really like that. I also really like that springboard powerbomb that Dax did to CM Punk. I like that CM Punk went for the GTS and Dax countered with the sharpshooter. That was cool. But in the end, CM Punk won with the Anaconda Vice. So here's another thing that Punk did. He did that belt gesture thing. So indicating that he wants a belt. So the question is, what belt? The TNT Championship or the AEW World Championship? What do you guys think he's going to challenge for? I honestly think it would be for the AEW World Championship. I would love to see CM Punk versus Hangman Adam Page, probably at Double or Nothing. So yeah, wait and see. But awesome way to kick off Dynamite. It was a good match with Punk and Harwood. Yes, it definitely was. So next, we got the 8-man Texas Tornado tag match. It was Sting, Darby Allin, and the Hardys versus AFO's Private Party, The Butcher, and The Blade. This was another incredible match. There was 2 matches back-to-back bangers. I really like that Sting took out all 3 men. But the Butcher and Darby Allin went out into the crowd. Of course, Andrade got involved because you guys know there was no DQ in this. Oh my God, talk about how the Butcher grabbed Darby Allin and he swung him onto, what was that, like the railing? And then he dropped him down the stairs. I mean, Darby could have died. Okay, and then the Private Party taking Matt Hardy to the table. Oh my God. And then at another instance, you had the best match of the night. Lots of great spots. Hell yeah. Definitely the match of the night. I like how in the back, they were like in the back somewhere, you had Sting and Darby Allin hold Butcher and Blade down while Jeff Hardy, crazy Jeff Hardy, freaking climbed that ladder, got on, what was that, like the edge of the wall, whatever that was, and did the swanton bomb to the Butcher and the Blade into the table. That was amazing. But back in the ring, Private Party attempted to do gin and juice on Matt Hardy, but they couldn't. I really like the finish to this, which was a twist of fate and a scorpion death drop to Private Party. And the Hardy Boys, Sting and Darby Allin won. This was another banger of a match. Let me see. Jeff Hardy off the top beam through the table, taking out Butcher and Blade was awesome. Yeah, it definitely was awesome. That was probably my favorite spot in the match. Jeff Hardy still has it after all these years. It was 2 banger matches back to back. Great way to kick off Dynamite, indeed. So then we had Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley versus the Varsity Blondes. Another good match. Of course, Moxley and Bryan immediately go after the Varsity Blondes. I almost fell out of my chair when Darby almost died. Yeah, I bet you. I mean, that was crazy. But, so in this match, it was good. It was a good match. And then at the end, of course, Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson won. And they won by submission, too. The funny part of this was when you see poor Julia Hart looking all sad, sitting on those steel steps. Moxley and Bryan, I knew was winning against our city jobbers. Yeah, I think we all knew. Yeah, we all knew. We all knew. You don't have to tell us that. So Moxley cut a promo saying that he was fortunate enough to compete and learn from the best in the world, not CM Punk. William Regal, he got the seal approval from William Regal, and he wears it as a badge of honor. He says he wears it with pride. and that Bryan and him were forged in combat. And he said you either step up or get stepped on, and there's not going to be any free passes. Moxley and Bryan, oh, yeah, I already read that. You said that already. Moxley and Bryan, you knew you were winning because they were facing the jobbers. So I'm curious to see where this goes. Who's going to join Bryan and Moxley? Could it be Wheeler Yuta? We did get a segment with Wheeler Yuta and Trent Beretta saying that they didn't like each other. And Wheeler said he's not here to be a best friend. He's here to be a pro wrestler. So we'll see where that goes. And FTR challenging the Gun Club next week. So that should be a good match. Then we get an MJF segment. He cuts his music halfway. Security guards surround the ring. So you know where this is going. So he said that his word was a word of honor, and he honors his business arrangements. And he said he had Punk beat in Revolution just like he had him beat in Chicago. That he doesn't know when, he doesn't know where, but the next time they face each other, he's going to give CM Punk an embarrassing loss. I really don't know. I mean, I would think the dog collar match would be the blowout match between Punk and MJF. But I don't know. I mean, he says that we might get it down the road. I guess you have to wait and see. Joe Shipley saying Cesaro should join them if he debuts. Oh my God, yes. I did not even think about that. That would be amazing. All right. And so, of course, he says he's going to call Wardlow a pig. And he says that he made Wardlow. And he said, how did Wardlow repay MJF? He repaid him by costing him the match. Wardlow powered through those security guys. I mean, of course he did. Have you not seen Wardlow? And then did you see those security guys? They were scrawny. There were no way they were going to hold him back. Come on now. He said he made a deal with the devil, and it's an ironclad contract. So he's going to hang Wardlow kind of like Jesus. Oh, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. He's going to get struck by lightning for saying that. And he basically says he owns Wardlow. Of course, Wardlow comes out. But since MJF says that Wardlow works for him, not for AEW, so he says that he's going to keep Wardlow at home until people don't remember him, and he's a complete nobody, but he's still going to pay him. And he says that the Pinnacle isn't over yet. They will either move up, because with the Pinnacle you're always on top. So wow, I kind of thought that the Pinnacle did break up, because they hadn't referenced the Pinnacle in a while. So good to know that they're still together. So we're gonna see where the Pinnacle goes from here. Let's see. Security guys are jobbers as well when Wardlow powers through them. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And then we had Adam Cole baby versus Jay Lethal, which was a fantastic match. Like, they had a lot of good matches tonight. Honestly, I would think it was a very solid episode of Dynamite, but I'll get to that right now. I'm jumping way ahead of myself. So, of course, Red Dragon was going to be there. Are you kidding me? You can't have an Adam Cole match without Red Dragon. Most of the time, anyways. So, of course, they cause a distraction, which allows Adam Cole to hit Jay Lethal with a low blow, and then allows him to win. At the end, he cuts a promo saying that no one on the planet deserves an AEW title more than him. And the Hangman stole the title from him, and that Paige caught lightning in the bottle, and then the next time he's going to take that bottle and shove it up, well, you know what? He says Hangman is a coward and won't face Cole and Red Dragon face to face. Then Hangman comes out, of course, and they attack Hangman, and Adam Cole holds the title up. Then Jurassic Express comes out. Interesting that Jurassic Express came out and not Dark Order. So I wonder if that means that Dark Order and Hangman are done. We really didn't get an ending to that storyline, did we? Very good match, but we all knew Cole was winning. Yeah, definitely Cole looked cool with that title round. Yes, he did, but I don't think he's winning that title anytime soon. So curious to see how that ends between the Dark Order and Hangman, because obviously they didn't come out to save him. Okay, so next is the Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti segment. Oh my God. I have to say, I actually really dug this segment. I liked it. Sammy Guevara saying that he will give us something to chant holy, with or without the title. And he said that people tell him what he does, he could probably end his career early, but he said screw it, is worth it. And then I see Joe Shipley saying, I guess Dark Order are done with him. Yeah, maybe, but we still didn't get to finish that storyline, so we don't know. And then Tay Conti speaking Brazilian, and then she translates and says that Paige is going to get her butt kicked like she did her entire fighting career. Ouch! When she said that, I felt that. Oh my god, that is so true. Then, of course, Men of the Year come out. Dan Lambert. Wait, why is Dan Lambert co-TNT champion and not All Ego Ethan Page? So help me understand that, people. Why is Dan Lambert co-champion and not Ethan Page? So he starts cutting a promo, and then Sammy tells him that if Dan knew what Sammy and Ty did to that belt, now they live in his mouth, which kind of reminds me of the whole Page NXT belt incident, but it doesn't make sense why Dan Lambert is co-champ. Exactly, right? Why is it Dan Lambert and not All Ego Ethan Page? I don't get that. I really don't. It should be Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky who are co-champions, but I don't know. I really don't. So, but good segment. I thought it was funny towards the end. Then we get a legit Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. Is it just me, or does Red Velvet's theme song sound like Too Cool? I think it sounds like Too Cool's old theme, but that's just me. You guys can feel free. What do you guys think? Lambert will never be a real champion. Yeah, that's true. Never. So, of course, Layla and Red Velvet attack each other before the start of the match. Layla shoving Red Velvet into the barricade. Chris Statler was banned from ringside. The corkscrew kick to Layla was not enough. She rolled out of the ring. Layla grabbing the turnbuckle, but the ref caught her. Little did he know she had another one. She whacked Red Velvet with it, allowing her to pick up the win. And then Chris Statler comes out and attacks her. It was a solid women's match. Not great. Yeah, that's true. Michael 101591. All right, so next we get Thunder Rosa. So this segment caused a kind of, I don't want to say caused controversy, but some people disliked it because this was Thunder Rosa's first segment as champion, and she didn't even get a chance to speak. Like me personally, I would have. They're in Texas, her adopted home state. She should have at least been able to cut a promo, and then maybe next week had Nyla Rose attack her like she did today. But I will say, let me see. Chris Movison Moore says, only thing Lambert is a champ off is shooting off his mouth. Oh, wow. That's funny. But I have to say, I did like Vicky Guerrero's line with the whole fake green card and taking her back to Mexico. That was messed up. But that just shows you how much of a heel she is because, Thunder Rosa is really, she's from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico. And San Antonio is her adopted hometown. So, but still, that was, I felt that line, that's for sure. But what did you guys think of this segment? In my personal opinion, Thunder Rosa should have just gotten the opportunity to speak and really celebrate in her her adopted hometown, home state of Texas. And they should have had Nyla Rose attack her next week. But yeah, that line with the fake green card thing. Oh, God. Let me see. Michael 101591 says, oh, God, if it's Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose, I'm reaching for my pillow. Honestly, I'd rather see Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez or even Ruby Soho. Where are Ruby Soho and Mercedes Martinez? Really, what? And see, I bet, okay, so before I move on, I have to say, with them being in Pittsburgh, I think sometime in April, if Britt gets a whole segment to talk, but yet they didn't give that to Thunder, I think that says a lot. And I think that would probably make some people angry, the fact that Thunder Rosa still didn't get a chance to speak. And yet they gave Britt the opportunity, even though the fact that she's not champion. So we got to wait and see what's going to happen with that. Michael 101591 says, all I can say is, where is Ruby Soho? All right. So next we had John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia of the Jericho Appreciation Society. So this was a great match. They showed a picture of 12-year-old John Silver meeting Chris Jericho, which I thought was actually like a nice photo. So one thing I like to say, so Chris Jericho during this match kicked the 2 steps, and I was kind of confused as to why he did it. I was like, why did he kick the steps? Then I caught on. He played possum. And he got a Dark Order's number 5 and 10 ejected from the ring. And, and it makes sense that he played possum because even though they're not in El Paso, Texas, they're still in Texas. And what famous Texan played possum in some of his matches? Eddie Guerrero. So I thought that was great. I don't know if anybody caught that. I did. So John Silver taking everybody out, including Jake Hager, at least the first time around. The second time around, he tries it. Jake Hager stops him in the tracks. So, and of course, in the end, Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia pick up the win. And that's how Dynamite closes. So Joe Shipley saying, I'm loving this old Jericho heel gimmick. Didn't know about Mercedes, but Ruby's probably at Buck East. What's that? And then good main event, Vintage Jericho playing possum there. Yeah, definitely. So overall, I think a solid Dynamite. Like I said, I didn't really like that Thunder Rosa didn't get a chance to speak. So I had to knock points down for that. Women's match was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. So overall, I'd give tonight's Dynamite probably an 8 out of 10. Solid episode. But I just did not dislike that they did Thunder Rosa like that. But that's just me. Well, what do you guys think? What would you guys rate Dynamite tonight out of 10? But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I will see you guys tomorrow after Impact Wrestling. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.